Hello everyone, today is November 29th, 5 a.m. Beijing time. Alright, I'm about to go home. I finished my work today, driving today. I only accept orders on the way to my home. So I want to make this video. Let's talk about the economy of China. This is 5 a.m. in Cao County. 5 a.m. The last customer, I dropped her off at this hotel, and it is about 15 minutes away from my apartment in the suburb. Today I started at 7 p.m. Now it's 5 a.m. It's usually I don't drive this late. I usually end at 2-3 a.m. But I figure like tomorrow I will drive for like only maybe 5 hours. So today I will drive longer. Tomorrow, actually today is Saturday, right? Yes, today is Saturday. Saturday we are 5 a.m. right? I probably make about 110, 120, something about that, after like deducting my gas costs. I finished like the total revenue is like 160, 170. The gas cost is like 40 some yuan, so maybe my income today is about 120 yuan, something like that. But it's not very good result. That's what I'm saying, right? For the last few days, my goal every day is 100 yuan, but sometimes I make 90 yuan, 80 yuan a day, like after driving 8 hours. It's like every hour I make about 10 to 15 yuan, right? And I'm doing this illegally. Remember, I don't have a commercial car license. This goes to show you like how hard it is to make money. Like if I were renting a car, I have to pay car rent 100 yuan every day, right? Like for 8 hours, I probably I don't make money. If I were renting a car, I don't make money. I have to work like 12 hours, 14 hours a day to make a profit. And this is the situation here. A lot of taxi drivers, a lot of legal ride share drivers, they work at least 12 hours. Some even may work at like 14 hours, 16 hours. Why? It's because if they work only 6-7 hours, they don't make money. You have to consider the rent, and that reflects the economy of China. Is like people are not consuming, right? When I use my Douyin, Chinese TikTok, I often came across videos of the house price has has decreased like a third, or in some cases a half, right? And this is not happening in one city, two cities. This is happening all across China. The housing prices have fallen at least 30%. That means your down payment is gone. A lot of Chinese people, when they buy an apartment, the down payment is like 30%. Now I think it's 25%. Before it's like 30%, 40%. Now people, they have lost a third of their money, right? For some people, the remaining mortgage is larger than the current value of their apartment, right? So after 10 years, you pay every month, but this is ridiculous and scary. After maybe 10 years, your market value is less than the remaining mortgage. Think about that. So some people will default, right? And the wages, why is that? Because we don't make money, you know. Wages has gone back to 10 years level. In 2005, 2000, people many can make 100 yuan. Nowadays, many still make 100 yuan a day. And when you go to the street, you see businesses are closing at an alarming rate, especially for restaurants. And some people may say, oh, maybe if you do business online, if you sell stuff online, it will be better if you do the e-commerce. But if you have watched my last video, you know that nowadays the Chinese government, they know your sales numbers on all major platforms. You cannot evade tax like it used to be. So that means that there's no difference between you and a physical store, between an online store and a physical store. The Chinese government, the tax bureau, they can get the information of your sales number from the e-commerce site like Alibaba, JD, Taobao, and some foreign sites like Amazon, right? Why is that? It's because the government, they also lack money. They also need money to pay the interest on their debts. They need to pay the wages to the doctors, to the teachers, to the civil servants, and also to the pensions of the retired people, right? So they have to collect money. Now, because of the property market, the government can no longer get as much as money from the land transfer to the developers, right? Before, when the market is crazy, the land price is very high, and the government make much money off it, right? In China, individuals cannot sell land to developers, right? They have to sell to the government, and the government then sell it to the developers, and the government make money of it. But now, because the hard landing or the burst of the bubble, the income of the government from the property market is dwindling, right? So the government has to use other methods to get the money. Now they are enforcing a stricter rules. So businesses, or they have to pay the tax for the years before, like 2 years, 3 years. So that further, make companies harder to make money, and it affects workers, it affects regular people, right? They are either find it hard to get a job, or find their salaries decreasing too. So I can safely say that the bubble of China economy has burst. Our China's economy has, or the property market has met a hard landing, right? Now a lot of people are suffering. And interestingly, I see people, this is happening across the globe. I see people like on YouTube, I see people some complaining, like truckers complaining that there isn't a lot of goods to transfer, there isn't a lot of goods to move, and people in America, they find it, it's hard, the inflation rate is very high, people cannot afford their meals, people now eat less than before. Well, we don't have an inflation issue, the food price is cheaper than before, but what's more cheaper is your wallet for us, the thinner of our wallets. And I think the deflation is more severe than inflation, right? But I see, YouTubers making videos about our country, Westerners, Europeans, Americans, and also, they don't do very well right now too, right? I think it's a global phenomenon, is that it's very easy to get a job, it's very easy to get a good paying job, right? A lot of our business will bankrupt if this prolonged, right? Let's just pray, it will get better. But how? What's the solution? Can President Xi give us a solution? I don't know. Can the top leaders, can the government give us a solution? What's the way out? Right? Thanks for watching. I hope you like this video. See you next time. Bye bye.